Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of Keith's Beer Reviews. Tonight I'm going to be doing another one of those double IPAs, which turned out to be pretty old. This one says batch number 13, March 2011, so this is 6 months old. So I'm doing a 6-month-old Avery Brewing Maharaja. This comes in at 10.54% and 102 IBUs. So I'm not expecting a hot bomb since it's 6 months old. And I'm sure most of the other ones were. Get the foil off. Oh, and it does have an Avery cap, another one for my collection underneath the foil. So get a little more of this foil off so it doesn't get in the glass. Let's get a pour on this and see what we have here. Wish I could find some of these fresh, but I'm afraid where I'm living, it's not going to be possible. Now they describe the color as dark amber. I'm not getting that at all. I'm getting it's an orangish, dark orange. I don't see much what I would call amber in there. Looks like a bunch of carbonation streaming up. On the camera it looks amber, but held up to the light it's just it's orange. It's a dark orange, but there's no amber in it. I've got probably a finger of a creamy white head. It's a good looking beer. Let's see what it smells like after 6 months. Well, surprisingly enough, I am getting some hops on this. I'm getting a lot of maltiness too. Their description, it says Maharaja is derived from the Sanskrit words mahat, great, and rajan, king. Much like its namesake, this Imperial IPA is regal, intense, and mighty. With hops and malts as his servants, he rules both with a heavy hand. The Maharaja flaunts his authority over a deranged amount of hops, tangy, vibrant, and pungent, along with an insane amount of malted barley. So we're both deranged and insane with this one. It says fashioning a dark amber hue and exquisite malt essence. So, surprisingly enough, I'm actually getting some hops on the nose, but there's no amber there. I mean, to me that's orange. It's a dark orange, but it's orange. So, again, I'm getting a little bit of the citrus hops. They say their hop varieties are Simcoe, Columbus, Centennial, and Chinook, and malt varieties they say 2-row, barley, caramel, 120L. And Victory. Like I said, well they said, well from the website it says 10.24%, but this bottle says 10.54 and 102 IBUs. So let's give it a taste and see what we have here. Still getting a little bit of hoppiness, but it's not a hop bomb like I was kind of hoping for. But there are a lot of malts. They said they put see, the malts are insane and the hops are deranged, so I was expecting them to sort of even out anyway, and that's sort of what it is. It's a nice tasting beer. Not a ton of hoppiness after 6 months, but there still is some remaining, so hopefully this bottle was stored well, a little better than the others I bought. Got a nice start, sweet and malty, and got a little bit of hoppiness kicking in on in the middle. At least in this incarnation, it almost again almost tastes like a hopped up barley wine rather than a double IPA. You get your malts in the beginning, a little bit of citrus in the center. I'm sure it's more when it's fresh, and then it finishes with a almost pure malt finish. It's a very sweet finish. Good mouthfeel on this. It's medium to medium full mouthfeel. Carbonation, at least drinking it, doesn't seem too much. It was initially quite a bit. It's gone down somewhat, but anyway, let me sit and let this warm up a bit, and we'll see if it changes as it warms up. Back in a few. Okay, I'm back. It's been 20 minutes or so. Even in this incarnation, 6 months old, it's still a pretty tasty beer. I'd love to taste it fresh, but I'm afraid probably won't have that opportunity. But you know, I initially said there it almost reminds me of a barley wine. The mouthfeel is a little thin for barley wine, but it's getting up there. It does leave a nice lacing. I don't know if you can see that. Nice trails all the way down the glass. It's still a tasty beer, even 6 months old. So, am I going to rush out and buy it again? No, because it's a 100 and some mile drive to get it, and I can't be sure to be fresh. More than likely wouldn't be. They say it says here seasonally produced from March through August. So, if I were lucky, I could get an August one, which would already be a month old. So, maybe next year. Maybe I can get one fresh. Maybe I can take a trip to Chicago or something where they may possibly have higher turnover and move the beers a little faster, and you can get them a little fresher. But I'm going to give this, in this incarnation, it's not a bad beer. It's still a good beer. It's a good drinkable beer. I'm not really getting the alcohol on it. As it warmed up, the finish got a little drier. Almost a chalky taste, chalky type of dryness anyway. But I'm assuming there may be still some hop character in this. The hops have almost completely disappeared, but the malts haven't really asserted. It's not a real heavy malt build on this. There's good maltiness, good sweetness, but I mean it's not like some of these others I've done that were recently that were supposed to be hop bombs, but also had a lot of malts, and the malts were, you know, intense. This is a nice mild malt taste. It's a decent beer. In this incarnation, I'm going to give it 7.5 out of 10. I think it's good. I guess if you can get it fresh, I'm sure it's an entirely different beer, but you got to review what you got, and this is what I got. So till next time, everybody, cheers. Keep drinking good beer.